YouTube. Today, more skill in Cloyster, and maybe we can get a levitating Heatran too. If you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And if you want to check out more details about the team, make sure you go check it out in the description down below. But otherwise, let's get started and play some games. Okay, we have an interesting team here. Walrein, Bronzong, Slowking, Rhyperior, Executor, and Kecleon. Does Kecleon get fake out in this game, or am I only thinking of Emerald Kaizo? I think it gets fake out naturally. Okay. The hard tricker team, very tricky potentially. So I really like my Heatran here. Heatran's really good. Tangrowth is really solid, of course. I actually really like the Tangrowth Heatran lead, I feel like, for the most part. I think it's super solid against my opponent's team. Raikou would be nice here, but I'm not exactly too sure. If I think the sets, Trick Room going to be probably on Slowking and the Bronzong and Executor probably. The Walrein, Belly Drum, one of my favorite sets back in Gen 8 because it got Belly Drum, and I think it gets Belly Drum in this game too, so that would be really fun to see. Yeah, Kecleon, I have no idea. Fake out. I don't really know what else it does. So I kind of want to go with the Heatran mode here, as I can reverse Trick Room with Cresselia, and Cresselia is pretty tanky, and they can't really deal with it effectively. And then game 2, I think I can go with Cloyster, but the thing I don't want to go Cloyster in this game is because I have no idea what the sets are, and I kind of want to guess that. So we're going to see Bronzong and Kecleon lead against Heatran and Tangrowth. Okay, so I think I sub here, and I think I sleep powder to Bronzong. I think the only way I get punished by this is if this is Earthquake Bronzong. And yeah, I think I'd rather just attempt to sleep powder Bronzong. Fake out can come out from either slot, but I think it's fine for the most part. And yeah, we'll figure out what the sets are here. I think Heatran's just really strong against my opponent's team in general behind the sub, so I do want to preserve it as well as possible. And I want to see what they go for. Protect from the Bronzong. Okay. So that's probably not fake out from Kecleon. Then what's Kecleon going for? So sub here from the Heatran will protect it for a turn. Sleep powder. We're faster than the Kecleon. Good to know. You have taunt. Oh, that gets Trick Room? I forgot it gets Trick Room and Protean. Oh, right. It did get Protean. It's been so long since I've seen a Kecleon. Okay. So that's fine for the most part. I'm just going to attempt to sleep powder here, I think, and protect the Tran. I don't see really reason not to. I want to sleep powder. I guess Protean and Kecleon could be scary, but if the Bronzong went for protect, I'm pretty sure that I just sleep power this slot because I have no idea what moveset Kecleon gets. It is a normal type, so it does get quite a few good moves, but I'm not sure what it would technically be. So I'm going to protect Tran. I'm going to scout for the moves. I don't think they have like a really good way of punishing the Tangrowth, unless it's Hypnosis Bronzong, but we'll cross that road. Okay, Rock Slide. Interesting. Okay. So Rock Slide going to come out. It shouldn't do that much damage because, yeah, Bronzong doesn't really do that much damage in general. Flamethrower, but I have an Alka Berry. Oh, is this special Kecleon? That's cool, actually. Huh. How much damage does it do? Not that much. Okay. No burn. Sleep powder. We miss. Okay, that's not too bad. I think that's an acceptable trade. I guess this turn I'll go for a Heat Wave here in a Bronzong since I want chip in a Bronzong. I think it's pretty important to get chip in a Bronzong. And I think I'll just go out in a Cress. I could go Hitmontop, and I do have Fake Out support too. But do I want to risk a Flamethrower burn if they go for it? Not really. I'd rather just go hard into Cress. I could get Protean. Oh, that'd be so fun. Skill swapping the Kecleon for Protean sounds amazing. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to get that Protean from that Kecleon. Rock Slide. Cresselia avoids. It's not doing that much damage. It's not breaking my sub on Heatran. No shot that this breaks my sub on Heatran. I'd be amazed. Yeah, I didn't think so. Flamethrower going to come out. Okay. So, oh boy, this can be fun. Heat Wave. Kecleon avoids. Not that big of a deal since it was fire type anyway. Here comes a Heat Wave in the Bronzong though. Good damage. Okay. So I want damage onto the Kecleon. I'm going to actually reverse Trick Room here, I think. Yeah, I'm going to reverse Trick Room. I think with Crest. I'm going to Earth Power to Kecleon. I don't think Kecleon gets Earth Power. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm going to Trick Room here. Let's see if they expect a Trick Room and reverse Trick Room again. So they have a Trick Room layer. But let's see. I do want to Earth Power to Kecleon, and then I want to skill swap the Protean the next turn, I think. Wait, was this the last turn of Trick Room? No, they had 2 more. Yeah. The Bronzong going to switch out, which is fine. Rhyperior going to come in. All right. Rhyperior is a threat. Sucker Punch into the crest. Okay, makes sense. I am able to get a Earth Power off into Kecleon. Good damage. All right. And Trick Room comes out. So they could Sucker Punch break my sub on Tran, which wouldn't be that amazing here for me. So I kind of want to go for... Well, I could skill swap my Heatran now. I guess that's not a bad play either. I could get Levitate on my Heatran, and then I could skill swap the Kecleon. I guess that's not a bad play either. Yeah, I'm going to go for Earth Power and Rhyperior. I do need chip on Rhyperior. I'm just going to skill swap my Heatran, get the Levitate Heatran. So this was a very classic back in the day. So here you go, Heatran. You can take the Levitate here. And then I want to skill swap that Protean from Kecleon really badly because I think it'd be really fun. So Earth Power into Rhyperior for half, which is nice. Earthquake. Wait, did they KO on their own Kecleon? Looks like they chose to. I'm surprised they didn't Sucker Punch if they did that because they just knocked out their own Kecleon. Okay. So goodbye Kecleon. Oh, I really want to skill swap that Protean. I guess I could have just skill swapped the Kecleon and subbed again. That wouldn't have been that bad, but I was worried how much this Rhyperior was doing, especially if Trick Room got up again. But yeah, this is fine. Slowking comes in. But, I mean, I think I just Earth Powered Rhyperior, and I have a few plays I could go for. If I expect Trick Room, I think I would go top here. Yeah, I just go top here. The reason I go top here is because if they go for Protect Trick Room, I just go for Fake Out Earth Power the next turn anyway, and then we're in a fine position. And I don't have to risk like a big read here, I think. Like, Slowking can go for an attack here, like a water move, and Rhyperior can protect. But it looks like, okay, no protect. So Earth Power going to come out in a Rhyperior, pick up the knockout. Beautiful. So goodbye, Rhyperior. Excellent. And what's the Slowking going for? Trick Room? Scald, yeah, okay. Good fan, I didn't go for the reverse Trick Room. So that's fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure I win this game unless... I mean, I can lose this game theoretically, I guess. Oh, it's Life Orb. Never mind. Okay, if this was like a Calm Mind Slowking, I could. But I don't think I can if it's Life Orb. So Bronzong going to come in. This is pretty safe here. I got to go for a Fake Out and a Heat Wave. Just don't miss here, I guess. Fake Out the Slowking and Heat Wave. Yep. And we hit the Bronzong, so this should be a good, easy game one. So we are able to knock out the Bronzong. Really nice. The Slowking we revealed Life Orb. So do they have 4 Trick Room users? I'm thinking the Slowking probably just has attacks at this point. And maybe Protect. I'm just going to sub up with Tran in case they don't target this, and I'm just going to go back into Crest. It's like a super safe play. I just need to get into Tangrowth pretty safely. They're going to forfeit because they realize that they don't have really like a good game one here. Really hard to win. So let's see if we go into game 2. It looks like not going to, unfortunately. It feels like no one wants to play best of 3s anymore. It's unfortunate, but yeah, Kecleon was cool. I wish I could have skill swapped the Protean, but yeah, Heatran mode was just super solid in that game, so I was going to experiment it, and we went to game 2. I might have brought Cloyster because I feel like Bronzong was very, very easily beaten by my Heatran. So all I needed was like a +2 Icicle Spear and a Heat Wave would KO, for instance, which would have been pretty big. Yeah, I'm not sure how they would adapt it otherwise. I mean, I feel like Tangrowth Cloyster could have been very well like a solid thing I could have done game 2 where I could have faked out, but yeah, that's of course if we got into game 2. If you currently enjoy the content you're watching and want to see more of it, make sure you check out my other YouTube channels, my second YouTube channel, my Eclipse channel, and of course, make sure you follow the action live on my Twitch channel. All links available in the description down below. All right, our rain team. We have Pelipper, Ludicolo, the Raikou, Dragonite, Snorlax, and Arcanine. So this looks pretty familiar to a lot of the standard rain teams, except there's a Dragonite, which I'm not sure which set this would be, physical or special. Dragonite does get Hurricane, I believe, in this game, so that can make it a little bit difficult. I do think that the play here is probably Cresselia. The problem is I don't have the best way to knock out Snorlax immediately, so that could be a little bit of concern. I think lead-wise, what do I want to go here? I think I need... Do I need Tran? I guess I technically don't need Tran. Tran is only helpful. Maybe I go for like a Cloyster setup mode here. It might be worth it. I think I'm going to try out like a passive lead with Tangrowth, and then go with like Cloyster in the back. Oh, my only problem is I don't have a switch into Hurricane if I go with this mode. I'm gonna try to lock it in. Let's see how this goes because I'm really unfamiliar with this. I want to scout for what the Dragonite is. If it's Dragonite, it's probably easier to deal with. We're gonna see Ludicolo and Raikou. Okay, not surprising. This is a very common lead with like screens, fake out support. It's really good. So we lead our Cresselia plus our Tangrowth right here. I want to get rid of the Ludi as quick as possible because Ludicolo is probably the biggest threat to my team. So I'm gonna go for a Giga Drain and a Psychic here. Because Ludicolo, yeah, it can fake out. We're probably gonna see Snarl or Screens get set up right away. Life Orb on the Ludicolo is revealed. We're gonna see a Volt Switch actually. Is this Specs? I actually can't tell what the item is. Okay, cool. We see the retreat here from that. Let's see what comes in. I think Dragonite comes out, but maybe they didn't bring Dragonite. I don't know what that Pokemon is. Pelipper, okay. That's fine. I have Sunny Day on my crest, which is really solid here. And I get the Giga Drain damage off into the Ludicolo. Do I need Trick Room up? I feel like Trick Room's really solid, so I might as well get the Trick Room off. And the question is, do I stay in with Tangrowth or do I just go for a Giga Drain? Because I'm max special defense, but I have no clue. I think I protect here. I think I protect here. Let's see. Because I still really need to get rid of that Ludicolo. I probably have to get rid of Rain, so I'll probably Sunny Day if I can. Giga Drain going to come out into the crest. Interesting. Okay. Probably just to recover HP, which makes sense. Okay. Psychic into Giga Drain does not look like a knockout at that range, which is really important to note. I am able to get my Berry back with Cresselia. Pelipper, I don't know how much of a threat it is. I mean, my flying coverage is really bad. Okay, they did Hurricane the Tangrowth, which is really nice here. And I am able to get to trick him off with Cresselia. Now I think I Sunny Day because it makes the Hurricane 50% accurate. I could double into the Pelipper too. I don't know if that because it's a knockout, but Pelipper does have pretty low special defense usually. So it might pick up the knockout. I mean, Tangrowth has pretty decent special attack stat. I think it's worth risking. Let's see. Giga Drain into Pelipper. Oh, shoot. I am not picking up the knockout at that range. Oh, dang. That Pelipper is actually tanking the attacks better than I thought. Yeah, barely a miss knockout. Okay, Hurricane going to come out. That's really bad. I do survive. That's huge. Giga Drain into Crest once again. Okay. Is that crit? Yeah, I was about to say that did so much. That's actually pretty unfortunate because that recovery is really bad too. Okay. And I think I'm in Scald range guaranteed now. Okay. Let's Psychic. The question is, does Pelipper protect here? So I've been really weakened by my lead, unfortunately. I should Sunny Day last turn. Sunny Day would have been really nice. Maybe I could get Hitmontop in. I think Psychic the Pelipper here is fine and go out and Hitmontop. My only concern is I need Tangrowth healthy because of the Raikou. Raikou's just way too problematic. I want Hitmontop in because close combat could threaten the Ludi, which I think is really huge. And then I need to get Cloyster in and Shell Smash safely. It protect with Pelipper, which is fine because it just means it can't attack this turn. Okay, cool. That's fine. Ice Beam gonna come out into... interesting play. Don't know why they Ice Beam there, but that's okay. Oh, I wish I knew how many turns of Trick Room were still left. This should be... Okay. I think I have 2 turns left. So I go for close combat here into a Psychic. They say I'm both nice. Close combat into Ludicolo. Almost picks up the knockout. Unfortunate, but that's fine. Oh, do I live as Scald? Actually, I don't know if I live Scald. If I live Scald, that'd be fantastic. But if not, I guess it's not that big of a deal. I am able to knock out Pelipper, which is huge. I'd imagine this is Scald. Oh, Giga Drain. Into Crest once again. Okay. That's not that much recovery. I can manage that. I wonder if the Pelipper is Damp Rock, because that could affect my Cloyster endgame for what I want it to be. Rain stops. Trick Room is still up. I get to go Tangrowth here because I do have Sleep Powder and I can threaten the Raikou with Sleep Powder, which is nice. Yeah, so Raikou's going to come out. I'm going to throw off a Sleep Powder here into the Raikou and I go for a close combat into... Oh, wait, no. Did I target the Ludi? No, I Sleep Powder, not the Ludi. I Sleep Powder the Raikou and then close combat the Ludi. Yeah. Nice. We hit the sleep powder. That's great. Okay. So Raiku's asleep here. Close combat's going to come on to Ludi. Pick up the knockout on Ludi. And then it's a 2v3 situation. I have Cloyster set up and doesn't seem too bad here. Problem is Hitmontop is taking quite a few defense drops. So it probably goes down to whatever's coming in. But if I can Rage Powder and go for Fangs, that'd be really solid here. So let's find out your last Pokemon. Is it Dragonite? I don't know what Pokemon that is. Arcanine. Oh, that's even better, actually. Okay. I want you to knock out my Hitmontop, please. I have Akaberry, so I probably let the Arcanine attack here. Now, the problem is I can't hard switch into Cloyster, because if I hard switch into Cloyster, that's really bad. I think I just go for a Sleep Powder. Do I go for a Sleep Powder, or do I just Giga Drain this Raikou? Probably just Giga Drain the Raikou. I'm trying to think. I think it's just better to protect, actually, and go for a close combat. Oh, this endgame's actually really strange. I want them to knock out the Hitmontop, but they're probably going to target down the Tangrowth. So Raikou stays asleep. Let's see what the Arcanine went for. Flare Blitz. Oh, it's into Hitmontop. That's really good for me. Yeah, that's really good for me. Okay. Tap. Oh, wait. No. I'm just -2 defense. Okay. Cloyster setup here is perfect. Cloyster setup here is perfect. I wish I got the Giga Drain off in the Raikou, but that's okay. Cloyster comes out. And we can Rage Powder and Shell Smash. There are a few things that I guess could go wrong here. But it really just depends on this Arcanine set. We do Shell Smash here 100%. And then next turn we go for the Icicle Spear. So there's no safety goggles in this game. So you can't avoid this redirection. Raikou also takes the maximum turns. Beautiful. And Flare Blitz, I have an Akaberry. I should live 1. I should live 1. Yeah. Perfect. Cool. Okay. So Raiku's not a Pokemon that commonly carries Protect, I would say. Unless it's maybe a Calm Mindset. But either way, I think like I just go for the Icicle Spear here and I Rage Powder. There could be like E-Speeds from the Cloyster, which is fine. I mean, not from the Cloyster, from the Arcanine, which is fine. But I think here, my best play is always just a Rage. Did I click Sleep Powder? They look like the same moves. Yeah, Rage Powder here and Icicle Spear because we don't want to risk like anything from the Arcanine. That's like Willow. The only move that could maybe affect here is like Protect into Bulldoze from Arcanine if they have it, but we'll see. Rage Powder comes out, no protects. Okay, Icicle Spear should KO, and then I just need Rock Blast to hit like once. The Icicle Spear should knock out the Raikou, I'd imagine. Yeah, nice. Definitely an easy KO. Even if it's Citrus or like a Pinch Berry, we easily KO. Not even needing all 5 hits. All we need is 4. Goodbye, Raikou. Arcanine. Interesting bring here. Gonna be what? Flare Blitz. Okay. So if this is offensive Arcanine, I am actually a little bit scared. But the thing is, Flare Blitz definitely didn't look like it was a choice banded Arcanine. Unless I'm really underestimating how good Tangrowth is. Icicle Spear twice could do it. But I think I'd rather risk a Rock Blast here. Let's see. A Extreme Speed. Interesting. I think that... I guess... Well... I'm trying to think if E-Speed's ever your play. I think you always go for a dodge or something. There is the Berry. But yeah, it's offensive Arcanine. Good to know. I think I probably had Wall Charge. So I felt like my Lose combo was like Wall Charge into E-Speed. But like, I don't think Icicle Spear would have done enough anyway. So I think I had to risk a Rock Blast there. Nice. Cloyster, able to seal up that game. Not exactly a pretty game though. Definitely just took way too much damage at the beginning, but thankfully my end game, because they had Arcanine and I was able to land a good Sleep Powder, was really solid. They also targeted him on top, which wasn't a threat, which was perfect. But looks like no one's in the mood for best of 3s. All right, a Spinda Armaldo Rain team. What the heck? Okay, a lot of cool techniques here. What does Spinda do? I actually have no clue. Oh wait, doesn't it get contrary superpower? Does it get superpower in this game? I thought superpower was a move tutor. Ludicolo, Spinda, Pelipper, Raichu, Armaldo, and Octillery. So Octillery gets Water Spout. I'm assuming the Spinda's Trick Room. So this is already a really cool team. Cresselia Hitmontop's looking like my lead here. Yeah, I like Cresselia Hitmontop a lot. I don't really like Cloyster too much because I feel like Water Spout's going to obliterate me. I'm not a big fan of it because Pelipper and Ludicolo do way too much damage. I feel like the Raikou probably doesn't help out here with the Raichu out there. I think Tangrowth, Heatran are pretty consistent Pokemon here. Let's see. I wonder what tricks they do because Our model gets Swift Swim, so I want it should be Swift Swim on this team. And yeah, I did think they were gonna lead it. Okay, this is scary because they have Water Spout access and they have a Swift Swim X Scissor play here. So I kind of want to go for a fake out into the Octillery right away, and I want to actually switch, I think, into my my Heatran here. So if they Source Dance here, very awkward turn one, but I don't want to switch into Pelipper and Water Spout coming out. So their team is actually really cool. I kind of want to try to make my own version of that. Let's see. Heatran gonna come out. Fake out gonna come out. Okay. Into Octillery. Should be Stealth Rocks. Huh. Is this a 4v6? Moody. Oh, no. I could get heavily punished by this. Oh, no. It speed falls, though. Okay. Oh, wait. No. This is a 4v4. Huh? Okay. I'm gonna Earth Power and Wide Guard. No. Oh, no. They got like a really good Moody. I think I sub here always with Heatran. And the question is, I think I sub Wide Guard here. I think I scout for the Water Spout. And I think Water Spout is coming out. There should be Pelipper, I think. Yeah, okay. So that's fine. Please Water Spout here. Please Water Spout. If you scald the Hitmontop, that's fine too. If you scald the Heatran, that's the worst case. So we sub here because we don't want to take the Water Spout and we want like a safety layer protection. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I actually... Oh, wait, we lived. We did not want to live that, actually. We wanted the free swap. Preferably, we would have been into Tangrowth. Okay, useless Moody. That's actually really nice. Only if Hitmontop's faster than Pelipper, though, and I kind of doubt it. Earthbound to close combat should KO this Octillery, and I think I always go for it here. Like, if they target the Hitmontop, that's fine. But Heatran's faster than Octillery and Pelipper. Okay, interesting. Are you Citrus? Okay, no. I'm faster than Pelipper, so I guess it's like Rain Room or something. Able to knock out the Octillery. That thing was a threat. Moody, I completely forgot about. Oh, that ability can be a curse. Or like, thankfully nothing happened there. Like if something happens, would have been pretty bad. But yeah, this position looks pretty good now. The only problem is our model's still very, very troublesome. Let's see if they go hard on Maldo here. Raichu. Oh, they didn't bring Ludi. They didn't bring Ludi. I actually want to hard swap Hitmontop because... Oh, wait, no. No, I'd rather sack Hitmontop here. No, I always sack Hitmontop here. I'm going to Earth Power to Raichu and I'm going to rest. Or attempt to draw out the rest. Because Stealth Rocks goes... you take the Stealth Rock chips before you take leftovers. So there's no point in hard switching. Yeah. So we're going to see the Raichu go, Hitmontop go down, which is interesting. And Scald going to come out. Okay. So Hitmontop's down. No Intimidate. I can get in my Cresselia though pretty safely, I think. Oh no, I KO'd the Raichu? That was not part of my plan there. Oh no, this actually could be really bad. It's Stealth Rocks though. So how fearful am I of it? The problem is I don't have the best answers to deal with our Maldo. I don't know what moveset is. We only know Stealth Rocks. Oh boy, am I gonna get hit by the big Armaldo? Cresselia comes out here, takes the rocks damage. I protect here and I Trick Room. I have to try to attempt Trick Room. If I don't get to Trick Room off, I think the game's over. X's or crits really bad here. I might live X's or in a Scald, but I don't think I lit. Well, let's see the item. X-Scissor comes out. How much does it do? I have a lot of defense. Yeah. Cresselia really high defense here, which is really paying off here because our model has a pretty high attack stat, but this Cresselia is really physically bulky. Scald into Trend. Perfect. Okay. I can Sunny Day here and Heat Wave. Don't have Earthquake on your Armaldo, please. But yeah, we go for the Sunny Day. This prevents water type moves from being that powerful in the rain. Or, well, we cancel out the rain. We go for the Heat Wave, power up our fire type move here. Should be good. Let's see. Heat Wave comes out. Oh, my crest isn't faster than Trend normally. Okay. Since I have a flawless Cresselia, okay, with 31 speed ivers. I would have liked to get a min speed crest, but I didn't have one. Okay. Scald gonna come out in a Heatran. That's fine. And X's are once again. Okay. We got the weather setup though, which is perfect. Because the weather setup means that the Pelipper Scald does absolutely nothing. Heat Wave is now going to do a bunch of damage. Might even pick up some knockouts here. Let's see if you're Wide Guard here. Wide Guard would be a little bit annoying. Because I can't really beat Pelipper with Wide Guard with my Heatran. So I'm going to need Tangrowth alive. But Tangrowth is pretty healthy. It's physically defensive. Or it just has a lot of physical defense. Roost. Okay. Interesting. Cross Poison. Why? What does Cross Poison hit that X's or Rock Slide doesn't? Okay, Heat Wave gonna come out. Big damage. Just obliterates our model because our model doesn't have the best def in the world. Nice. Okay, that should be game then. Is it? I have to hit Heat Waves because if they Hurricane my Tangrowth crits, then I lose to a Heat Wave because they could probably stall me out with Roost, I think. Or maybe I'm overthinking it. I mean, either way, I just go for Heat Wave. I go for Giga Drain. It's very safe for the most part. Assuming no like big RNG here, we should always have this game sealed. Yeah, that's a bulky Pelipper. Okay, good to know. I wonder where the Sash is on this team then, because I don't think it's Pelipper. Because the Pelipper seems like it actually has bulk. Hurricane gonna come out. Okay. Confusion could get a bit ugly, I guess. Heat Wave. Perfect. Okay. Whew, don't have to deal with that. Nice. All right. Game 1. Let's see if we go into game 2 and maybe a game 3 because it feels like no one wants to play best of 3s apparently. But let's see if this one will. But yeah. Interesting sets. Stuff about Cross Poison. I mean, not sure about that one. A Roost Pelipper. I mean, I don't think Roost Pelipper is that bad. Roost Tailwind. I wonder if it could actually work in the format because you could technically Roost away the HP and always try to get a guaranteed Tailwind if they're playing passive to stall out. Doesn't seem too bad actually, but we'll find out. I wonder if they're going to be the player who switches up the team this time around because I've had players with that before. Okay, they swapped teams. I can't get a best of 3 set on the BDSP ladder. I don't know why. It was so easy to like a couple days ago. Now it feels like no one does. All right, Dustor per Ugly, the Porygon 2, which is an interesting choice. I thought Porygon 2 could be really solid, but I didn't realize how important Violet was. I thought Porygon 2 could still be decent in this format, but geez, it does not take the attacks as well as you think it would. This team, I kind of like Tangrowth, Cloyster. I like Tran here. Tran's not that bad. I really like Hitmontop for sure. Because I think Icicle Spear is so good against this team. It really is. But Tran is probably better. It was the Porygon 2. Raikou Reflect seems really solid though. But I mean, it's not really necessary to win. Yeah, I'll just go with these 4. My plan is to sweep with Cloyster because I think Cloyster can easily sweep through this team. We'll see if I'm right though. Gonna be Cacturne Dusknoir. Okay. Isn't this like a really ideal lead for me? Icicle Spear definitely knocks out the Cacturne under any circumstance. I don't think Dusknoir gets ally switch in this game. If it does, that's unfortunate. But you know what? I'll risk it. I'll just go for Icicle Spear and a Sleep Powder right here. Because if they protect here, I get the chance at Sleep Powder, which would be really good. If not, then I do some Heatran switching in, which is probably also... I guess Heatran technically could be a play, but the Dusknoir does get access to Earthquakes, so a little bit scared of that. Dusknoir protects. Okay, this is very promising turn 1, potentially. Nice. Goodbye, Cacturne. Didn't even have to Shell Smash. Okay, because Cacturne... You know, Cacturne's a really weird Pokemon. Citrus Berry will not matter. This thing is so strong. Oh, that's an Agua Berry. You know what? I still don't need 5 hits. Okay, Cacturne goes down. The thing about Cacturne, it's got like 115 in each of its attack stats, but it's so slow and its defenses are terrible. It's crazy how the stat distribution works on that Pokemon, but yeah. Able to knock out the Cacturn immediately. Dust Snore did not get Trick 'em Up. Pretty good turn. As Porygon's gonna come in. Okay. Special attack rise is a little bit concerning, but I mean... Ooh, I guess there's like a few things that could go wrong here. So Porygon special attack drops are actually very scary here. I guess I could Rage Powder here, but the thing is, I don't know if they're going to get Trick 'em Up or anything of that sort. So I know I could sweep with Cloyster here, but I think it's just better to Sleep Powder the Dusknoir and go out into Heatran. Yeah, I think that's better. I think it's just safer. Because, like, I could Rage Powder and Shell Smash, but it's so risky if how much Ice Beam damage I could take. Yeah, they go for Ice Beam, which is fine. I could have swapped out this slot, but I didn't want to take Tri Attack, potentially. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, this is perfect. Because Dusknoir's now asleep. Are you Lumberry? No Lumberry, yeah. If it protected turn 1, it kind of makes sense. But, yeah, we're going to swap out Tangrowth. It's very important to our game plan. And we're going to go for a Heat Wave right off the bat. I don't think I need Heatran to win this game, but I do need a lot of chip into these Pokemon. So might as well just save the Tangrowth because Sleep Powder can be really good. The redirection's really good. We already saw that the Porygon's faster than my Tangrowth. So if they do get Trick 'em Up, I can threaten the Sleep Powder if I get Tangrowth in, which is really good. Hitmontop's really good right now because it gets an Intimidate off, gets a close combat pressure into the Porygon the next turn, which I 100% will go for. And maybe a sub. Let's see how much this Heat Wave does. Because if Heat Wave does like 35 to 40%, it's in close combat range guaranteed. So I might just go for sub Heat Wave. I mean sub close combat the next turn. Yeah, that's some really solid damage. Charge Beam. Okay. Doesn't get the boost. No boost. Okay, there should be a free close combat into the Porygon. And I think I sub here because I'm pretty sure that I just knock out the Porygon with close combat. I'm like very confident. Oh, wait, I guess it could be Chople because now I have to actually think about like Porygon can have an item in this format. So what item are you going to be? The thing is, I think fighting types, I guess Hitmontop's a pretty common Pokemon right now. Oh, maybe this was a mistake because maybe I need to get a Heat Wave up. I mean, I don't think it's that bad still because if it lives, it has to recover to get back its HP. Otherwise, like, Dusknoir has to wake up because I threaten the Earth Power the next turn. They go for Trick Room. I get Tangrowth in potentially. If they knock out the Hitmontop here. So let's find out. They're taking a long time to think about it and it does make sense. But I want sub with Tran because I think it makes it safer against a Blaziken because Blaziken's still a pretty threatening Pokemon for me to deal with. So I want to make sure I have like some outs against it. Goodbye, Porygon. Nice. There was a Blaziken on this team, right? Or am I getting teams mixed up? All right. Maybe I'm getting teams mixed up. I have no clue. Just sub here. It's weird not having the menu thing. Otherwise, usually I would have wrote in teams in like a notebook or something. But yeah, I'm just not used to it. Okay. This is really solid of a position. Let's see who their last Pokemon is. If it's Blaziken, I think I'll go hard in a Tangrowth. Because I want to save the Hitmontop. Or, yeah. Oh, Ambipom comes out. Yeah. This is looking really good. Because Tran is looking like a monster to them. So I'm going to retreat out into my Tangrowth here. Intimidate's still very useful. I can probably survive a fake item, whatever Dusknoir wants to draw off. I go for the Earth Power into the Ambipom, and then next turn I could probably just switch out into the Hitmontop once again. Earth Power, maybe a 2 KO, depends on the Ambipom set. I think I'm going to come out. It's probably like last resort, I'd imagine. So let's see if Earth Power's a 2-shot. Otherwise, maybe I'll risk the Heat Wave. Yeah, it's a 2-shot. Perfect. This is looking really bad for them. They wake up. They go for a Will-O-Wisp. Okay, that's fine. So, I mean, not really much. They didn't get much. I go for Earth Power into the Ambipom. I go for Protect with Tangrowth. And that should seal it. Yeah, that should easily seal the game. Don't know what else they can do. We will protect our Tangrowth here. We go for the Earth Power because Ambipom shouldn't have a... It could break Heatran sub, but there are a few moves it gets. It gets Low Sweep, Water Pulse. It gets Brick Break, right? It does get Brick Break, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Come on, reveal your move here. Reveal your move. But yeah, then I think I just easily beat... I guess... And Dusknoir would be really annoying. I guess with Dusknoir can be scary. But I think if I can get Cloyster next to my... They protect. Okay. This Dust Door, I don't think realizes it's not the threat. They double hit. Technician double hit? I don't think that's enough. Yeah, it doesn't even break my sub. Earth Power gonna come out into the Ambi Palm, pick up a knockout, and then I just focus down the Dust Snore. Dust Snore doesn't get... It gets Pain Split, I'm pretty sure, in this game as its recovery. Might get rest, but... Yeah, I don't think it's going to have enough recovery. I'm going to go Hitmontop because Hitmontop actually can stall out the Dust Snore because I have rest on my team. I also really want the Regenerator health on the Tangrowth because I want to bring in the Cloyster safely. So we'll bring out this Hitmontop. We'll go for the Earth Power. Does Dust Snore ever get Levitate? I don't... Does it? It gets... No, I don't think it does. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately just never able to play a best of 3 with this team, but it is pretty strong because it does have 2 different modes. It was based off an original team. I think it usually had Azu over the Cloyster, but I really like the Cloyster. I think it's a really strong pick right now. It really threatens a lot of teams offensively, and I think like having that extra speedy option is really solid, which is why I really, really enjoy using Cloyster. It's a lot of fun. It hits a lot of Pokemon pretty hard, and it did do quite a bit, I think, while debuted on the channel. And that is the show. Got a Levitating Heatran. I really wanted to skill swap that Protean from the Kecleon those. I thought that would have been pretty cool, but alas, we saw some really cool teams today though, and it makes me really excited to try out some of those ideas potentially in the future on the channel. But if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And again, if you want to check out the details on the team I used, I'll link them down below with a paste in the description. And while you're here, why not check out some of my other videos, such as my other BDSP videos, as I do a lot of cool teams in the doubles format. And you can go check out my Series 11 content, my Series 12 content as well, especially with more Series 12 coming up in February. But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. And until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.